The Community Service Institution has collaborated with the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Sumatra Utara in an innovation-based community service partnership program with an implementation team of 3 lecturers and also 2 students who are involved in technology transfer. This program offered planting time or planting pattern modeling based on rainfall prediction, introduction and application of microbial technology and variety selection. The methods we used are demonstration and lecture about adaptable technology, including making planting calendars, making pilot demonstration plots together, growing and propagating mycorrhiza, and holding climate field school for young farmers. The expected output of these independent farmers are increasing land and crop productivity, increasing farmers' income, and preventing environmental pollution. This program is located in Sumber Mulyorejo Village, East Binjai District, Binjai City with assisted Melati Farmer Group. This farmer group was established in 2005 through the decree of the Mayor of Binjai with 39.88 hectares of agricultural land, which the irrigation relied on rainfall and pumping. The mainstay commodities for this area are rice and vegetables. The rice varieties cultivated annually are Imperi 32 or Ciherang, but the suitability between plants variety and the environment are not taken into account. Water shortages in dry seasons cause plants to experience drought stress. During the dry seasons, farmers generally use the water pump. In contrast to the rainy season, this condition results in a decrease in yield up to 40%. One of the stages in this technology transfer program is determination of planting time or cropping pattern based on rainfall data. In this case, farmers learned how to make a planting calendar, or known as katam, and fully understood it. Here, farmers were taught how to read a planting calendar, including what commodities are suitable for planting annually and also the information of plant varieties that are less resistant to pests in the wet or dry months. For an easy access, farmers are also taught how to use an integrated website. This website is the goal of cooperation from the Minister of Agriculture and Indonesian Agency of Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics, or BMKG. Here's the feature of this application. It's accessible for all farmers. They can download it on smartphones. All helpful information is provided, such as the planting calendar, fertilizer recommendation, agricultural tools and machinery, and varieties that are recommended for planting in certain areas. Farmers don't need to be concerned due to its inaccuracy because this application is updated regularly. The selection of plant varieties is also important so that farmers understand that a variety they planted has superior characteristics such as high yields, high resistance to some pests and diseases, and also tolerant to environmental stress. In addition to using the planting calendar and selecting varieties, one of the technologies which is also used in agriculture is microbiology. Until now, farmers use too many chemical fertilizers that can damage the physical, chemical, and biological properties of the soil. Therefore, here, farmers are taught the use of mycorrhiza as a biological fertilizer that can increase growth and the development of plants. The mycorrhiza were obtained from forest biotechnology and bioremediation laboratory at Bogor Agricultural University. The amount of mycorrhiza applied at each experimental demonstration plot was 5 grams per planting hole. Over time, mycorrhiza will grow in roots and also the soil around the planting hole. On the first day, farmers were taught by BMKG about how to read a precipitation map and what instruments are used to measure it, so they can read, understand, and make a simple planting calendar.
Ketika nilai curah hujan yang diukur itu lebih dari 50 mm dalam 10 hari, data tersebut kita kumpulkan selama periode waktu 30 tahun. Data yang ada di Binjai ini seperti ini. Ini data dari 6 sampai dengan 2022. Kalau dilihat dari literatur tanaman padi, itu rata-rata padi dalam 1 bulan membutuhkan air sekitar 150 mm dalam 1 bulan. Nah, ini nanti yang menjadi dasar kita dalam menentukan kapan kita bisa mulai menanam padi dan kapan kita bisa melakukan panen dan sebagainya. Nah, kalau dilihat di bulan Februari, Maret ini di bawah 150. Kemudian dia naik lagi di bulan Mei ini di atas 150. Di bulan Juni ini dia turun lagi di bawah 150. Kemudian di bulan Juli hingga Desember di atas 150. Kalau berdasarkan ilmu klimatologi, di daerah ini sebenarnya mengalami 2 kali musim hujan dan 2 kali musim kemarau. Daerah Kuala itu pernah saya tanya berapa kali dalam setahun? Bisa 4 kali. Setahu saya cuma 3 kali, mereka ada sampai 4 kali gitu. Jadi sangat luar biasa itu. Memang nggak ada liburnya petaninya.
Saya sendiri sudah mengolah, tapi harus dibantu sumur bor, Pak. Kalau hanya curah hujan nggak sanggup.
Jadi memang harus ada irigasi tambahan ya. Nanti bisa kita diskusikan gimana caranya manipulasi ini gitu ya.
On the second day, farmers are also invited to go to the field school directly to the BMKG, where climate data is obtained by instruments. We can obtain temperature, rainfall data, sunlight intensity, air humidity, air pressure, air particles, and many other data, either mechanically or using computer technology. The plants cultivated are bitter gourd, long bean, Chinese okra, cucumbers. The rice varieties are Impari 32 Mas, Jiherang, and Impari 32. The initial activity is the creation of pilot demonstration plots with the dimensions of length 15 meters, width 1 meter, and height 30 centimeters. After making the demonstration plot, the activity is continued by cleaning the beds from the remaining weeds, and then we applied each bed with chemical fertilizers, mycorrhiza, and also manure. Plastic mulch is installed during the day. Mulch is stretched first so that the foam can get tighter, and planting holes are made a half meter apart. Use 2-meter bamboo as a stake. After the instruction attached, use the rope and nylon thread as a support, so that the vegetables may grow hanging, be properly formed, and have a perfect shape. Eventually, the seeds are ready to be sowed. The following are rice seeds that's sown for 2 weeks. The seedlings are ready to be planted. The ratio of urea and NPK application in rice plant is 3:2. The method of application is to spread it evenly in all parts of the paddy fields. The rice plants were also sprayed for protection from pests and diseases. The parameters observed in vegetable plants are the plant height, the number of leaves, the age of flowering, the number of flowers and fruits, and also the weight of the fruits. On the other hand, the parameters for rice plant are the number of tillers, the number of panicles, and the yield weight. The following is data on the yield of vegetable crops. We can conclude that manure and mycorrhiza can almost match the results of chemical fertilizers. Therefore, farmers must begin to understand how to combine the use of mycorrhiza and manure, so in the end, the use of chemical fertilizers can be minimized. The following is the harvest data such as paddy grain per UBN on 14 square meters and per 400 square meters per variety with an area of 1,200 square meters. In conclusion, 2 times of fertilization produced a grain weight of 855 kilograms, whereas in the previous growing seasons farmers only use once fertilizers application and use one variety, namely Impari 32, only produce 500 kilograms per 1,200 square meters.